we have been following and looking beyond the numbers in this district budget crisis from the beginning. We were the first to investigate a former accountant's claims that she warned administrators about suspicious accounting practices, and then she was fired.
And now, for the first time only on Idaho on Your Side, you're going to hear from the whistleblower in her own words. Jensen has more in this On Your Side investigation.
Well, the district says the accountant's allegations have nothing to do with how the district got in their budget crisis. But Danielle Sasayakit says the district is trying to paint her as a disgruntled employee as damage control.
There's no way that I would risk my career, that I would do this type of lawsuit if it wasn't legitimate. There's no way I would do that to myself, my family, those that know me. I would not do that, and it's very frustrating that they would act this way.
Danielle Sasayakit outlined her concerns about possible fraud to human resources at the Nampa School District. A week later, the district fired her. The district says it was because of budget cuts. She filed a whistleblower lawsuit. In response, attorneys for the school district said they found no evidence of wrongdoing and said she knowingly and maliciously made up lies.
I mean, her job was to look for fraud. She said, hey, I have some things that look at least inappropriate. I'm suspicious.
When you bring these things up and they immediately shoot you down or are angry with you, it made me wonder, like, why would you hire someone in to do this if you don't want to make these changes, if you don't want to correct anything?
And she gets canned. It shows how they handle suspicions about things that show mismanagement. And now they're saying essentially to the public, hey, forgive us. We didn't know about this. Well, you had people shouting fire, and you wouldn't look. That's Danielle's position, and I think that's right.
The district has maintained that the $4.3 million deficit announced this year has nothing to do with the allegations listed in her lawsuit. In the lawsuit, she outlined several accounting practices that she was concerned about. It alleges that, quote, raises for accounting supervisor Diane Roten, payroll supervisor Lynn Wheeler, deputy superintendent Josh Jensen, and finance officer Dennis Clegg were made possible by overcharging the federally funded nutrition services and special education programs.
After I pieced everything together, realizing what was happening, I can't believe that people would take food out of children's mouth to fill their pocket. It was just, it's appalling.
She says the numbers continue to be red flags. We investigated the cash balance of the nutrition department, which has gone from a large deficit in 2008 to large balances the past 2 years, even though school lunch sales went down. Despite repeated requests, the only explanation the district gave for these numbers was that, quote, our staff worked to get the negative numbers into a positive fund balance. Those efforts have worked.
Especially during recession, there is no way that's possible to be able to make that much money.
Ultimately, she hopes the district will turn around and that those responsible for the financial mess will be held accountable.
I really hope they turn around for the kids, for the taxpayers, for everyone. At some point, it has to be resolved. This cannot continue.
She has a reputation. She has children. They depend on her. These people that are saying that she did this maliciously, that's wrong. They owe her a public apology now.
And Roland and Michelle, her lawsuit goes to trial in April, but her lawyer says the district is refusing to hand over important financial documents.
Tina, you've been on this story for months, as we've talked about all of it on our website. Tell me how the district moves forward. They're $4 million in the red here. What's the committee going to do to get them back in the black?
Well, the Budget Committee has been meeting since October every week. They're scheduled to give their recommendations to the board in about 2 weeks, and they're looking at everything from having the district borrow money to asking voters to approve another levy to charging parents for things like activity cards.
And I hate to bring this up, but the possibility still exists that it could even get worse.
Yeah, sources say that it actually could get worse. We won't know until an internal audit is completed. The district said they would have an internal audit done back when they announced the shortfall, but that process has not been started yet.
Wow.
Tina, great investigation. Thank you.
Stay on it.
Well,